Hey YouTube, just a quick one here. Why do we need to police the social justice movement? So, even right here on YouTube, you're going to see any number of channels about social justice, and you're going to see any number of channels mocking social justice. And based upon half of the channels, actually much more than half of the channels, that actually talk about social justice, it's completely understandable why there are also a ton of channels mocking them. And that's on the winning side of things. The fact of the matter is, if you look around, most people could care less. Right? They're disgusted. Either they've heard it too much and they're tired of it, or but they just don't want to be involved. Right? So my thought is this: if we don't police the social justice movement, we've already lost. It becomes, well, it's already become. It becomes a laughing stock. It becomes worthy of ridicule. I mean, many of the people who mock it justly based upon what is being repeated. The notion of having a just society is obtainable. However, the ideas that are being pushed forward for having a just society are, in many cases, ludicrous. I'll get into the particulars of many of the big ones, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty evident. Anyway, so it's just a quick appeal to the fact that we need to think critically. We need to be objective. We need to be honest with ourselves when we hear an idea that challenges a notion with, strong reason. It's logical. We owe it to ourselves and everyone else to examine it honestly. There are a lot of people in that claim to be in the social justice movement at this point in time that don't listen. It's not really a surprise. It's a very the movement has been co-opted from on high, so it's not really a surprise that that's the attitude. It's the totalitarianism attitude. Social justice, some people even claim social justice is totalitarian. It's not. But when you're getting the message from academia, and academia isn't even doing due diligence with their work, when you can tear down a psychological study or a peer-reviewed paper in a matter of seconds, something has gone horribly wrong. Science is not perfect to begin with, but when it's like that, there's no excuse. It's being repeated every day on every channel and in every movie theater. This is hearts and minds of the people. They're fighting for the hearts and minds of the people because they want happy slaves. That's the bottom line. Most of the people that are repeating the rhetoric are not the people that are trying to have happy slaves. The left used to mock the right for being idiots because why would a poor person ever vote for policies and candidates for that will never represent their interests, that will always go pro-wealthy, and will always ignore them and condemn them to poverty and ignominy. The left is right there. It's in the same spot, and it's just with different rhetoric. I talk to people that talk about oh, well, yay, feminism. Well, okay, feminism has gone too far now, but it's just the pendulum swinging the other way. Well, if you actually cared about justice, how do you make a remark like that? How do you say, oh, well, it's just tit for tat. It's okay. No. No. If you had a problem with it when the pendulum was on one side, then you have to have a problem with it when it's on the other side. And if you don't, you really need to look at yourself. So, anyway, police social justice, and not just amongst others, but yourself. Examine your views, think critically, be honest. And when you hear a better argument, until you see a better argument than that, you owe it to yourself to make that your speaking point until it can be contradicted. Anyway, that's all for now.